Hey everybody, this is Howard Crampton Jr. Inside of my bedroom here, I had an inspired thought I wanted to share it with you. I just wrapped up a wonderful workshop this morning at Keneally Acupuncture and Healing Light Resource Center. It was on discovering purpose. And one of the most profound points I believe that I communicated today was this idea that Bob Proctor shares, and in order to change yourself, we got to know what self is. How do we know what to change if we don't even know what we're changing? So, when we come to know self, and know with the capital K, to really know what self is and know how you are that self, we realize that self is changeless, and thus discover that it's not the self that needs change, but our conditions that need to be changed, right? And again, as we move toward enlightenment, when we discover what self is and we have that full knowingness of what self is, then we understand that as self, the self is this consciousness, or God, consciousness and God. It's that field of all possibility. I don't know who made the quote or who stated the quote that God is like a circle whose center is nowhere and circumference is everywhere. And we come to understand that we are that center. When you take the word nowhere and you hyphenate it about 3 letters in, it becomes now here. And we are that center of consciousness. That's who we are. That's what the self is. It's absolute reality, is consciousness. We are the field. We are the context to which we give life meaning. And we're not the content itself. So when we come to understand that, we come to accept ourselves. Because without context, there is no meaning. A tree doesn't have any meaning until you see it in a particular context, with beautiful flowers and hills behind it. You might see it in another context with a bunch of burned trees and grass and everything else around it. Is it beautiful? Is it ugly? You see, it depends on the context that gives the content any meaning. And so you are that context that gives your life meaning. That's who you are. That's what self is. And so you really come to learn to accept yourself. And then we accept other people too. The more that we can accept that and understand who we are, then we see people as that as well. And then you come to understand that people are their own center of consciousness. You get it? They're their own, not even really the operating system, but they're the context as well. So here's a practice for you in accepting yourself and accepting people. More so for accepting other people. You can come to accept yourself by continually not attaching with content. You're not your thoughts, you're not your mind, you're not your car, you're not your income. You're not the events. You're not the actor that's on the screen. That's just the body. That's what the body is. You're not even the body. So detach from your body. That you are as self, that non-form that allows the body to operate. You see that? There's this non-intelligence, there's non-physical stuff that's coming from around here somewhere that channels through, that the brain's able to pick up, and then you can function in that way. So that's how you can come to accept yourself, is by not attaching and then not resisting either, and continually allowing yourself to experience with these experiences. So a kind of fun practice that I came up with for other people is, if you especially live in a high populated area like Los Angeles, you're fascinated. You become fascinated with the different personalities, the ego really that comes through people when they're driving. And if you're a passenger in someone's car, this is a lot easier to start off with. And you see people driving on the road, and instead of giving any meaning and judgment toward what these people do, you take a step back and you understand that they are their own center as well, that they're processing information according to their own level of consciousness. And so really consider that when you see these people driving around, if they cut somebody off or they merge over without turning their blinker on or whatever they do, they're speeding, that they're operating at the level of consciousness that they know, okay? Now the bigger challenge is when you're driving yourself and not taking it so personal. But the same thing, understand that you are the context. What meaning are you giving the content to these people and what they're doing? Again, that's all content. So what is the meaning that you're giving to it? So I encourage you to not give any meaning whatsoever, to look at it in a completely neutral aspect, to observe, and realize that they are their own center as well. And again, that they're just functioning at the level that they feel or know best how to function. All right, we do our best with what we have and what we know. So give it a shot. What I want you to do, what I would appreciate and encourage you to do, is to come back here and to leave your comments below. I love to hear your experiences. Again, as you share, you allow other people to feel that they can share too, that they're not embarrassed. So if you come back here or go to howardcramptonjr.com, you can go to the blog section and post your comments there as well. All right, I look forward to interacting with you on the website. Again, that's howardcramptonjr.com. You can go to the blogs section and you'll see this video there toward the top. And let me know how that works for you. What challenges came up for you? What inspirations came up for you? Did you find that it was actually fairly easy to do? Or did you find it was really difficult for you to achieve, if you even achieved it at all? If you have any questions, feel free to post them there as well. So I'm going to cut this video off. Look forward to seeing you around the website. If you have any questions, shoot me an email at info@howardcramptonjr.com. Feel free to leave me a voicemail message, 661-524-6093. And again, I look forward to interaction, community support on the website, howardcramptonjr.com. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Cheers.